Why is Europe just better?
My McDonald's is better in Europe.
On November 19, 2022, Juan Baus tweeted
Who's
this
this?
picture. Absolutely loving the design of this reusable packaging that's being introduced at McDonald's France.
They give you like glass or plastic cups there?
Reusable packaging went viral, like really
What the
viral.
fuck?
Emmanuel Macron, the president of France, retweeted him and
What?
said something French. We saw all of this.
Thank God he didn't translate. No one cares what the French say or do, honestly. You know, America, you can have the French and their recyclable McDonald's trays. The rest of us don't care.
And had a lot of questions. How come McDonald's is introducing this type of packaging? Why in France? And why does it look so good? In the following months, we went down a rabbit hole and ended up modeling the entire dishware collection. As it turns
Okay.
out, sleek fry containers tell many stories. How the European Union is bringing conglomerates like McDonald's to their knees. Not just in France,
Oh,
but
so it's some sort of fucking regulation, is that right?
all over
Oh, technically, yes, he's right. This is some sort of regulation.
the continent. How a country known for everything fancy developed a truly unique relationship with fast food.
Yeah.
And a completely different type of McDonald's.
Disgusting.
McDonald's-
McDoor?
In France, you don't understand how popular it is.
And, of course, how good design can transform experiences.
It's not good design. It looks sterile, unfriendly, and, well, honestly just sad. It doesn't look like good design. It has absolutely no spirit in it. Like exactly all of the French.
Have you ever been to a McDonald's in Paris?
No? Why?
This is your life in weeks if you're lucky enough to turn 80 years old.
Okay.
And this is the amount of time you spent on your career. 80,000 hours.
Is this
We
an ad?
choose to spend this time on researching McDonald's packaging for YouTube
Oh.
videos. You probably want to spend all the time on something meaningful that makes a big
Yeah, like playing video game. I want to sit in a
Porn. Internet porn.
queue for a video game that's not even out yet today. And then after I sit in the queue, I want to play it for like an hour and then get disconnected and sit in the queue again.
Sounds
So as
good,
a matter
honestly.
of fact, I think this is very relevant to me.
positive difference in the world. 80,000 Hours is also the name of today's sponsor, a non-profit that wants
There
to
you
help
go.
you figure out how to do that. They've been researching the question of how you can find a fulfilling career that does good for years. They have a website
Oh yeah, that definitely sounds like an absolutely 100% non-profit, boys.
career paths. And all
Out.
maybe check out their in-depth career
Use the word decreasing.
Don't check out that in-depth whatever garbage. It's probably a scam.
God damn, bro. Like, I gotta lay down after that fucking ad. Bro, that's an advertisement to remind me that I'm gonna die.
See?
Hey,
We did good by skipping it.
here's an ad. You're gonna die, bitch.
It all
Of course.
started with a simple message. Yo, Juan, would you be down? He was.
There is something there with the whole ad campaign around it.
Okay.
And I think people's reactions to it are quite good. But then also maybe like, the question is like, are people gonna steal this?
When Juan is not going viral and getting featured in Drew Gooden
What's
videos,
this
Are people
again?
gonna steal this?
I have no
When-
idea.
Absolutely incredible ad for Mario movie here in Paris. Nah, that doesn't look
Does that thing just go up and down? Wow.
like Mario, bro. Like, Mario has bigger eyes. Nah,
Also
Mario has
true.
bigger eyes, bro. Like, I've seen a lot. That's Barrio? Yeah.
Juan is not going viral and getting featured in Drew Gooden videos. He's a UX writer for some of the biggest brands out there. Oh, and Juan also lives in Paris.
Alright.
To get
Sad. That means he lives in a shithole.
a better look at this weird new packaging, we need
I wanna
Juan
look
also
through these
lives in
pictures.
Paris. To get
Okay. That looks alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
The fries are kind of weak sauce. My fries are my fries at my local McDonald's are double fried, so they are extra crispy. This looks like typical French garbage where you're supposed to eat it, vomit a little bit in your mouth, and then say, so good.
They got potato.
The greatest thing the French ever did was convince the world that they understand cooking. In reality, they're garbage at it.
wedges there and not just fries? What, they think they're too good for fries over there? Fucking Frenchies? Well, they're not. They're not. The fries are fucking fine.
Relax there, American. While I do say these negative things about France because it is a literal shithole, America can't even compete with the worst country in Europe.
Fine.
A better
What's this? Oh, they got the nuggets.
Oh boy.
Do we have that shape here in America? I don't know if we have this one.
It's called round.
I don't think we do. Round? No, we have the round one.
No, it's called just round.
That's the side? Yeah, I know. Because McNuggets come in like 4 different shapes. I don't know if we have that one.
look at this weird new...
Whoa, hold up. I want to look at every single one of these.
It looks like a hospital.
What the fuck? God damn, bro. The Sundays here, they don't put all that stuff in there. This is impressive. Look at this.
They usually also actually don't do that in general, yeah.
This weird new packaging, we needed a...
Wait. I know I'm wasting time, but I gotta see this.
What exactly?
Oh my god. Look at that. Yeah. No,
I mean, this looks normal, yeah.
We have these different things. Like this McDonald's, this looks like a McDonald's. Like you go in and you got to make sure that like it's like you go into this McDonald's, it's got a dress code.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
You can't exactly go in a white beater shirt.
What's this, man? This is crazy. Yeah, you buy this and they bring you the bill. It's $28.
Man on the ground. Juan was that man.
I want to see it.
The design is truly spectacular. We will get to that in a minute. First, we need to understand why this is happening.
It looks like a bucket that you're supposed to vomit in or something.
As we reviewed Juan's footage and dug deeper...
Does he not know what's the black stuff there? It's beets. It's beets. It's
Guys,
literally
I think
fried
they burnt
beets.
some of the fries. Yeah, I think they burnt the fries, man. Like, what are they doing?
We realized that it's not just the packaging that makes French McDonald's...
Or is that just a different kind of thing? I don't know.
Special.
But I remember someone actually did sell fried beets at one moment. I don't remember how popular it was, but they did. I wouldn't be surprised it was the French.
I feel like one of the worst things, one of the biggest black pills in life, is realizing that all of the American fast food restaurants taste better in every other country.
Check that one.
Bruh, wait until an American realizes that most of the stuff you eat in America is banned in Europe because it contains things that Europeans consider health risks. Yeah, Americans are eating tons of additives that are literally responsible for cancer and are banned in Europe. It's pretty great.
1. The rise of McDo.
Fast food in France do not seem like a good match. It's the country of fine dining, Michelin stars, and long-lasting dinners in cozy bistros.
It actually is a good match. French food is absolutely overrated. You go to France and, you know, first of all, it looks like a war-torn city because there's homeless people all around. You know, half of them are drugs, the other half are trying to rob you. And, you know, the restaurants around there are absolutely too expensive. There's nothing honestly to do there except see the Eiffel Tower and then the lawn where all the, you know, poor people are in. And, well, that's pretty much it. And then if you're lucky, you do find a McDonald's because it's probably better than all the French cuisines put in one.
McDonald's came to the country.
If you want to eat something actually decent in France, do not go to the capital city of overrated garbage. Go out slightly to the countryside-ish and smaller objects of tourism. And there you will actually find decent small restaurants and things like that, family-owned and whatnot, where the food is actually decent.
In 1997, the French were skeptical.
70, 80 top chefs in the country took out a newspaper ad in the country's biggest newspaper saying that they thought it was preposterous that McDonald's was coming to France.
What a bunch of assholes.
Yep.
And they were like, this is absolutely ridiculous. We need to stop this fast food thing.
But they could not help but indulge, like everybody else.
Nobody even knows who the fuck they are, but we all know who Ronald McDonald is. They can shut the fuck up.
Not true, but
On
true.
the planet.
Ici, c'est plus complet, c'est plus sympa.
Nonetheless, the company remained controversial for decades. In 1992, it launched a poster campaign showing the French chef and absolute superstar Paul Bocuse secretly dreaming about a Big Mac while examining a pile of plump chickens. The chef sued.
I mean, Big Macs, like, I've never had a Big Mac, but, like, McDonald's meat, like, I would say in the year 2004 was probably pretty good.
Probably.
Like, I don't know about now. I haven't been there for, like, probably 10 years, but that was a long time ago.
Right away for $2.7 million.
When I found out these were real Big Mac advertisements, I immediately contacted my lawyers and instructed them to seek damages. How can I be seen promoting this tasteless, boneless food in...
Yeah, sounds about right.
Bro, the thing is that you just have to look at him and you know that's exactly what he was saying. Like, you just look at his fucking face, you know, yep, that's exactly what it is.
which everything is soft.
His lawyer added the ad would be
an intolerable insult to the Pope of world cuisine.
Pope of wild cuisine, bruh. Oh, shut the fuck up. I recently watched a video about some kind of Italian chef in America who makes like fish dishes or something like that. He gets a beautiful, rare, exquisite fish. And you know what that motherfucker does? He blends that shit up like it's some kind of diarrhea. And then he spits it out into a pancake or something. Italian cuisine, baby. The best in the world, someone said, probably somewhere in a fever dream.
Years later, it got much worse for the fast food chain. At the time, the World Trade Organization and the US were trying to force Europe to accept imports of hormone-induced beef. Europe resisted, and the US in turn imposed heavy duties on certain luxury products as a retaliatory measure. One of the items targeted was Roquefort cheese from France.
Why would
well, yeah, the US fucked up.
Anybody want that shit?
Because it's delicious.
Fucking... Thank you so much.
If you cannot appreciate the deliciousness of, you know, even the most basicest of cheeses, well, you got problems.
The government. I thank you to the government. Please tax the shit out of this. We don't need this in the country. Keep this the fuck over there. I don't need this. This is nasty. What the fuck is this? It's good. Then why's it got all these little black specks over it like it's moldy?
Because it is moldy,
cream, bro. That's cheese and shit.
French sheep farmers were angry, and they found a symbol of American global capitalism and trade doctrine like no other. McDonald's.
Yeah.
So a French horde went and utterly wrecked a restaurant of the chain, which was currently under construction in the small French city, Millau. The horde was led by the activist and sheep farmer José Bové, the Frenchest-looking man of all
fucking tore that shit down.
time. I mean, what even is this pipe? The McDonald's incident made Bové a national hero and leader of the French anti-globalization
I mean, that just tells you how little you need to become a French hero.
movement. He published a best-selling book 2 years later, and in 2007
hilarious.
he ran for president.
What?
Yep, of course he did.
This dude burns down a McDonald's and he's about to get elected to be the president?
Little did he know, little did the French know. It was a mistake not to elect him.
Oh my god.
Later he went into European politics, all on the
I
back
bet he did.
of really hating McDonald's.
José Bové rose to global fame 15 years ago after he demolished a half-built McDonald's.
And like, that's the thing, bro, is he never apologized. He never said like, oh, well, you know, like, maybe it would have, you know, it could have damaged property or anything like that.
It could have damaged property. I mean, no, that's a
This
take.
dude just said, hey, yo, fuck that. We're gonna burn this bitch down. Never apologized, just ran for president instead. Why not?
I
Writes a
mean,
book.
yeah, why not?
However, despite
like, yeah, I
Bové's
did it.
crusade, McDonald's could not be slayed. Off the
Wow.
bat, it had a competitive advantage over brasseries, bistros, and cafes.
What's that?
The restaurants were designated as takeout.
Bruh, notice how he tries so hard to pronounce brasseries. So French that no one understands what that is. I think even bakeries. I have no fucking clue.
joints. This meant the value-add tax was just 5.5% versus the 19.6% at gastronomy.
19.6%. We learned about this. We're trying to ship over to EU for Starforge. God damn, y'all pay a lot of money for taxes, huh? 25% in Sweden? Holy shit!
27 on average, I think.
Restaurants. The food was cheap, and the
Wait, doesn't America have like a 40% like something tax?
The economy was bad, like always. Another factor played a much bigger role though. McDonald's always has been good at inserting itself into the local culture of the country it operates in.
Yeah.
But nowhere has it succeeded on such a scale as in France. The company realized that French customers were drastically different from American ones.
Yeah.
Americans
slightly more retarded.
Visited McDonald's more often at any time of the day, frequently.
That's why Americans are fat.
Yeah.
You see? We just cracked the code, guys. McDonald's did their own research and they figured this shit out. Yeah, the problem is because we just keep showing up.
My favorite part about Americans is the fact that everyone actually does eat at fast foods. Like, no one in America actually makes their own meals, which is absolutely amazing. Because then the same people who spend like roughly 20-30% of their daily earnings on eating in McDonald's have the fucking audacity to complain that they are poor afterwards.
Just keep me eating all this fucking food.
Alone, opting for takeout 70% of the time. In contrast, the French came in groups, spent more money per visit, and significantly more time in the restaurants.
Yeah.
70% of them dropped in during regular lunch and dinner hours. French McDonald's was not treated like a takeout place by customers, but like any other bistro.
Like
As NPR puts it, sitting down to a meal is a cornerstone of French culture.
That's a
So
good point.
the chain adapted. In the US, its restaurants are designed to attract people from afar, the golden M glooming high, calling you to that sweet, sweet drive-in in a car. The interior is often a little uncomfortable, intended to minimize cost.
Often. I mean, that's literally the point, to get people out so the takeaway part happens.
Customer visiting time and max.
Yeah, they had that. The reason why they have that is so, like they had like really, really bright colors, bright primary colors to get people to not go into the store as much.
Like purchasing
it's like
turnover.
Sauron, yeah.
In France, the restaurants are often sleek, modern.
Yeah, look at that. That's nice, man. Holy shit, that's
Still
nice.
looks sterile.
And like the thing is, like there are still people like that live at McDonald's. Like, y'all ever been to the McDonald's and like, you know, there's like that place that's like outside of the field of view of the front desk, and it's like a homeless guy that's like been living there for like 2 weeks. And he just waits for people to leave their food, and then he goes and grabs their fries. He's got like a computer set up, and he's got a sleeping bag in there, and like the fucking like y'all have this, right? Like y'all have those.
I'm
we have
pretty
these
sure
all the time.
Paris has it.
Like there's not a single McDonald's that doesn't have a homeless person living in it. No.
Dude, the homeless problem in America is exploding so much. By the way, it's beautiful.
Not where I live. Oh, bro, we got. It's like, cause I mean, it is what it is. Every McDonald's I've been to has somebody living in it.
And comfortable. You can find relatively cozy corners designated specifically for larger groups of people. Sometimes there's even table service.
Wow.
On the outside, the golden M is...
Wait, I remember that. When I was a kid, I had table service once in McDonald's. Man, what a wild time.
Subdued on the facade.
Wow.
The architecture is regionally diverse. McDonald's in France almost doesn't feel like fast food. That is so apparent, even the dumbest show on the planet, Emily in Paris, noticed.
This is so chic. There's no grimace, no hamburglar.
What's a hamburglar?
And never mind.
Products are locally...
See, this is why there's not really a lot of, you know, shows that popped off like that, because they're obnoxious and annoying.
Yeah. I mean, like, so it's basically like McDonald's, except it's like it's for people that think they're too. It's McDonald's for people who think they're too good for McDonald's.
Yep.
That's what that's what I'm getting out of this.
And there are unique offerings like the obvious McBaguette, but also a Croque McDo. McDonald's does this everywhere, of course, but they do it very well in France. There's a funny little review of the world-famous La Dorée macarons in Paris on TripAdvisor. The reviewer...
I like how this video is literally just based upon the idea that some French dude who has never gone out of France still thinks that France is like the golden standard of food. It's not. It's not even close, dude.
Concludes, the macarons taste the same as the ones sold at McDonald's across the road, except for 4 times as much as the price.
Yeah, you might as well go to McDonald's. True.
Yep, makes sense.
You see, this person from London is not just angry. They are onto something. The macarons at McDonald's are indeed manufactured by the same company.
There it is.
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
Probably,
Today,
honestly,
McDonald's is universally called McDo in France. It is a cultural institution and even has its own slogan.
Oh.
Venez comme vous êtes. So like, come as you are.
It is considered
like
to be one of the
Nirvana.
biggest and most profitable markets for McDonald's in the world. So, McDo is special. But why?
Bruh. From hating McDonald's to literally being enslaved by it. Bruh, French people, where have I heard this storyline before? I really wonder, where have I heard the similar storyline happen in history already? Wow.
Why would they come up with reusable dishware? It seems like quite the hassle. Well,
Probably not
the
really.
root of it all is the EU.
There it is.
I like how the EU literally just puts this on the French because they know that they're just gonna shut up and do it.
Here comes the conspiracy shit. Yep, it's the fucking EU.
Hey, it's always actually the EU.
Go. I thought so.
Chapter 2. The EU's war on plastic.
Sometimes people don't realize
Well, the EU is better than the UN, so that's at least something, but the EU still does all of that UN garbage also.
how powerful the EU actually is.
There's a lot
The
of
European
people in the
Union's executive body, the Commission, can issue directives. These
Yep.
directives are goals, which must be achieved by all member countries. But every country can decide on how to get there. Once translated into national law, the member state...
I mean, this is true, but I will tell you a secret. There are some goals that, they issue, and, well, you don't actually need to achieve them because nothing is gonna happen if you don't.
States must notify the Commission, which in turn checks if it is A-OK.
Sure.
Then, the directive needs to be enforced in every country. If a member fails, it may get fined. A
Yeah,
particularly
may.
famous directive is...
And by the way, for all you dumb Europeans out there, you do get fined. Nah, Germany only gets fined for everything wrong that it does, okay? But every other country, how many countries actually put in 3% of their GDP in their military per year? Yeah, not a lot. Not a lot for multiple tens of years at a time. It is what it is, and no one got fined ever.
Directive 2019/904 of the European Parliament and of the Council of 5 June 2019. Okay, whatever, nerds. Basically, it's a big EU move to reduce the impact of plastic on the environment. This
Yeah.
includes the much ridiculed ban of plastic straws and balloons.
Y'all have paper straws and shit where you're at?
Yeah, we actually also have it. But doesn't America also ban this stuff? The only difference is between the EU and America in this case is, like, I hear Americans constantly complain about, straws being bad and, paper straws being bad and shit. Bruh, I can buy a drink with a paper straw, I can drink it in 3 hours, and I can reuse that straw 2 days fucking later and it's absolutely fine and there's not even a shred of damage. What do you mean? Why are you complaining about not having plastic straws? I actually hate the bending part. It's so stupid.
You guys have paper straws? That's crazy. I've had a paper straw like once in my life. You know what really pissed me off is, so you have, like, back in the day, McDonald's used to have styrofoam cups. And if you know anything
that's
about
probably
styrofoam,
disgusting.
it insulates a hell of a lot better than a paper cup. And also, you can leave a styrofoam cup on a desk for like a week before it...
I mean, a styrofoam cup, that sounds disgusting. That's the same. Dude, if you have never drank something from a glass bottle versus a plastic bottle, you don't know that there's a huge difference. Like, you know, try Coca-Cola in a glass bottle, try Coca-Cola in a plastic bottle. The difference in taste is literally fucking night and day.
It starts leaking through. But a paper cup, you leave that on the desk for 2 or 3 days, it starts leaking through. So everybody started moving over to these paper cups.
Well, why would you actually want to... Yeah, exactly. Why would you actually want to keep it longer than that?
To piss me off. Because styrofoam cups are way better. They're 1,000 times better. So, like, if a place has styrofoam cups, I would want to go there just for that specific reason.
Do Americans go to McDonald's to, you know, not just eat, but technically buy culinary ware, I guess, in that case? Is that the point? Is that why you want them to last longer? Maybe you want them to last in the dishwasher also? Do Americans even have dishwashers?
Starts leaking in hours? Bro, wait, what are you drinking? You drinking acid? Say sorry to the turtles? I'm not throwing them in the ocean. I put them in the garbage.
Where they throw it in the ocean.
Sticks. But in truth, it goes much further than plastic straws becoming paper ones.
Jesus.
For example, the directive makes single-use plastic producers pay to clean up single-use trash. And finally, the important point, it forces member countries to find ways to reduce the consumption of single-use plastics, such as food containers and beverage cups.
Yeah, for example, we don't this stupid looking red thing that the French got. Oh, it looks so bad. We get all of our shit in paper bags, which are awesome. I don't have it. I actually have one in a garbage can, but you know, it's so better. It feels like you're actually holding something special. It is so better.
France is always exceedingly extra and top of the class in combating plastic. They've gone way above what was expected and banned new single-use plastic packaging from 2040. From early
well, that's why they're called idiots.
2025, new plastic packaging...
So you literally can't use single-use plastic? Oh my god.
Well, to be honest, single-use plastic is kind of like fucking stupid when you actually see the alternatives. Plastic just feels bad, you know? That's the reality of it. Plastic is just like caveman-ish and feels bad.
That's incredible.
Has to be made of 100% recycled plastic. And since the beginning of 2023, single-use packaging is banned from French fast food
restaurants.
So,
like, what about condoms? Is it like a pull-out directive from the EU as well, or what?
No.
The less kids, the better, probably. That's what the EU would say.
Brings us to this.
So they can import more immigrants. That consist of 99% men. That are not gonna get work like 80% of the immigrants in Germany. By the way, the 20% that did get work in Germany, you're fucking idiots. Why? The Germany literally treats you like almost kings and queens. What? One of my school, one of the people I went to school with, like how many years ago at this point, you know what he did? He was a fat piece of shit that deserved death, and his family was the same. They were Russians. So, they moved to literally Germany to just live on free gibs. Guess what? They're living on free gibs. None of them have a job. They're having a fucking absolutely wonderful time, and I bet he probably has raped a girl. In Germany, obviously.
Chapter 3. Le dessin est incroyable.
And guess what? The German authorities probably gave him a Medal of Honor for being such a brave individual because, you know, Germany.
When we first chatted with Juan, he shared our initial fascination with the French McDonald's reusable packaging.
If you look at the fries basket, like it looks sort of, you can immediately tell what it is. Like a McDonald's fries basket.
Yeah.
So it looks kind of modern. It looks kind of like, you know...
It looks like a trash can design.
Apple.
It looks like it's going to be more expensive than the cardboard one. Whenever I see that, I'm like, that one's going to be more money.
Probably also true.
With the design.
Juan also filmed how you ultimately return the dishware. The process...
I mean, we're making fun of the French, but you know, they're the French. They're used to it. And Americans. They're not used to it, and they always get really mad. But we haven't made yet fun of the Canadians about the fact that you can every day almost on Twitter see some Canadian literally breaking down and saying that they can't live no longer in Canada because everything's too expensive, everything's sad, everything's bad, and when they get when they cough one time, a government agent knocks on their door and asks them would they like to be peacefully euthanized because it's now the thing that happens in Canada. You know, this is what happens. In Europe, you break a leg, you go to the doctors, they fix your leg, right? Everything's fine. In America, you break your leg, what happens? Well, now you have to sell your family, your house, your everything, just so you can pay the bill. In Canada, what happens? You go and break a leg, well, the doctor asks you, maybe you would like to be removed from this world legally. Nice.
Seems a lot more dignified than the usual dumping of 500 kilograms of trash into an oversized, nasty, overflowing eat-it-all bin. We went...
Whoa, who throws it in the bin? I thought whenever you go through the drive-thru, you just throw it out on the street and then the pigeons eat it.
America.
You telling me people used the bin? That's crazy. People at my McDonald's never did that.
On to model the dishware based on his footage and promotional material. Because, why not?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's undeniably French. The design studio behind it is called Ilium. They picked a plastic called Trident for the various containers, which is similar to glass and ceramic in its hardness and transparency, and preserves the
But it's not glass and it's still plastic.
Organoleptic qualities of the food. Vents, graining, striations have all been designed to address their functions in the best possible way.
Yeah,
greasy hands.
Yeah, I guess this is for grip and whatnot. But it still looks like something you get at the hospital. Well, someone's looking at you mad because you're in the hospital.
Yeah. The development of this technology took over 2 years.
Wow.
And surprisingly, it gets stolen a lot. The reused dishware went viral with good right. But it's just one small part of a much more elegant whole. For a country where eating at the restaurant is the norm, it makes even more sense that the food is not needlessly overpacked anymore. However, it's unclear if relying on reusable plastic is actually more sustainable than switching to long-wearing glass or china. The French government promises to remain...
Like, I don't know anything about any of this shit, but it seems like it'd be a better idea to me to just think of a type of plastic that doesn't destroy the fucking environment than just try to change the entire way people live their life.
Oh, we have that hemp plastic, it's called. It actually, like, degrades in something... I don't remember how long was it, but it does degrade. But you need to understand, plastic is actually a shit... Plastic is like one of those businesses that has gone under the radar for such an unbelievable long time. But you need to understand, plastic is used in literally everything. So obviously the people who make that plastic are literally making money in unreasonable amounts. So, you know, it's actually not that easy getting rid of plastic.
But, I mean, what the fuck do I know? Maybe you can't
vigilant on this question. McDonald's has been doing very tiny steps towards improving their packaging for more than 30 years.
Jeez.
Ironically, we made a video in German before...
That means they don't care.
Before knowing about all this, criticizing the chain for greenwashing their enormous trash footprint in Germany and pretend fixing...
Yo, leave it to the Germans to pretend everything's fine. Dude, the Germans are gonna lie to you about literally everything. Hey, they will forsake 50% of their country and literally sacrifice them if it means 0.1% plus to their GDP annually. The Germans should not be trusted on anything ever. They will lie about it. They always want to be the best at everything, but they're kind of garbage, and half of them are named Klaus.
The issue. Some EU directives and one chunky national law later, we get this. To us, this is a story of how business, if set on the right track through legislation, can really leap forward. McDo really did turn around the French anti-plastic legislation to their benefit, simply through introducing a design so noteworthy, people talk about it.
So at the end of the video, essentially it's just a glorification of the French doing something that they were forced into doing and not really uncovering anything new. Man, that's so typical.
Like us.
That's nuts, bro. What the fuck? Wow. McDo, yeah.
McDo.
Is it weird? Because in my experience,
It
France
is
is kind of dirty. I mean, not the McDo. Apparently not.
I mean, there's probably a lot of homeless people in those places.
Yeah, I kind of want to go to a McDonald's. Yeah, it's just like, I don't even know what to say about that. That's so crazy. Why marketing directors get paid a lot of money. I mean, to be fair, like, it's like, whenever...
Marketing directors get paid so much money and no one can even tell if the marketing actually is working. That's the best part. It's so hard to prove in a lot of cases that marketing actually works. And yet, all of those marketing morons are actually like... They're pretty much like the second or third most important people in businesses in a lot of cases. Jesus.
You look at it, it makes sense, right? Because like they try to come into the French culture and they have like a totally different restaurant culture. This dude fucking burns the bitch down. Then they say, okay, well, let's make this more of a sit-down restaurant and make it look like a place that you want to be in. And then people show up and they stay there. I think that makes a lot of sense, man.
But it's not a place you want to be there. I recognize these chairs. We have something similar. They're all bad. They're actually, again, this is no different from the American McDonald's where they try to push you out. The literal only difference between America and Europe is the fact that in Europe, you have literally 3 colors. Maybe red, definitely this, and definitely this. I'm not even sure if this is supposed to be a different color. But yeah, that's pretty much literally it. And the floor is gonna be something white gray-ish. It is what it is.
It really does. But I just find this to be very interesting. Like, I've never really left the States before, so I've never seen this for myself. But I bet it must be so weird to go to another country and go to McDonald's and see.
No, it's actually not weird at all. There's super minor differences in reality. Maybe you laugh about the French cups or something like that, but that's pretty much honestly it. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this video, though. This was Cruiser Said, thanks for watching, subscribe if you haven't already, and have a nice day. Bye-bye!